Hi, Tanya and Mandana. How are you doing today?
Good.
Not too bad.
Good, I'm glad. Before we do begin today, I just wanted to go over our guidelines for confidentiality, meaning that, if you guys disclose anything in this session that relates harm to yourself or others, I do have a duty to report that. I just want to make sure you're both aware and informed about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So do you want to start by telling me what brings you in today?
I mean,
One of you
Tanya,
wanna
if
go
you
first?
want to go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Mandana and I have been divorced now for like, I don't know what, 3 years maybe.
Yeah.
And we have 3 kids. And, it hasn't really been that easy because Mandana and I, we don't get along on many things, parenting and that kind of thing. And so, even though we're not together as a couple anymore, we still feel as though we need some work just to make it easier on the kids and on the process of splitting up and co-parenting.
Okay. Okay. Mandana, do you want to speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, I feel like when the 3 kids are with me, they have way more structure. And then when they go over to Tanya's place, it's like all the rules go out the window. They can eat junk food, watch movies, and it's just not how I want to raise the kids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like you both have kind of separate ideas of parenting and the structure that you want to set for your kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So just to go briefly over my approach for today, so I do like the solution focused brief therapy, meaning that we're not going to so much go back on, the history of why things are the way they are, but I want to focus on a plan moving forward. Okay, so we call it solution talk. And I really, want to spend this session focusing on some of the changes we can work together. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Wouldn't mind a solution.
Hmm. For sure. And we might not come to big solutions today, but hopefully by the end of the session, we can, make some small adjustments that eventually, in the end, might hopefully lead for some bigger changes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Before we do get into the things further, I just want to do a check and see how you both are feeling coming into today's session.
Well, I'm feeling partially relieved, but partially annoyed that I even have to be here from the get-go.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, I am feeling like this is probably a good step for us. I'm kind of proud of the fact that we're both here getting some help because I feel like there's always room for to parent better, and I'm kind of feeling optimistic and hopeful.
Okay. Okay, that's good. It sounds like you both are in a mutual agreement, though, that the outcomes of this session are to be able to co-parent better in order to provide some more structure for your children. Is that correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, I definitely want what's best for the kids. And if that means meeting and coming to the therapy, so be it.
Okay. Okay. So I do want to start off by looking at some scaling questions. Okay, so I'm going to ask that you rate where you're at on a scale of 1 to 10, where 10 is being like absolutely perfect. So I'm going to ask each of you what your satisfaction level is with the co-parenting right now.
Mm.
Hmm. I'll say 5, but I have to admit I am an optimist, so 5 is low for an optimist.
Okay.
Mhm. I was gonna say 4. Yeah, probably 4.
Okay, we have a 5 and a 4. Okay. And ideally, what would you want your scale to be at?
Well, I want an 8. Like that's probably the most reasonable result for me.
I could work with 8, 8,
Okay.
9, 8.5.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. And Tanya, I'm going to ask you first. Do you ever experience times when you feel that the co-parenting is at an 8?
Yeah, when I have the kids and we're, I guess when there's no issue, when there's nothing, there's no pressing issue, it's an 8. Oh, we can't hear you, Julia.
Yeah, I can't hear either, but like I was able to get your question that are there times where I would feel like there's an exception? I guess probably when we're not arguing, when things are going well at my place, things are going well at Tanya's place.
Okay. Are you both able to hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries.
So, Mandana, for you, it's, things on both end are balanced and things are running smoothly.
Yeah.
Okay. And Tanya, I wanted to debrief on your answer a little bit. So you had said when you have the kids and things are going well, that's when you feel like your co-parenting is at the best at an 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And what is Mandana doing that helps that situation?
Not bringing up my shortcomings.
Okay. 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 And hearing that, so Tanya, you're feeling that you're an 8 when you're just alone with the kids. You're not hearing about what you're doing wrong. You're just living in the moment, maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
And Mandana, for you, the exception where it'd be an 8 would be when you're, feeling like things on both end are working structured and together.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So it seems like Mandana, for you, structure is one of your primary goals, and Tanya, for you, it's more so having fun and living in the moment. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would say even in our relationship, which was the main reason why we didn't get along, is because I'm that kind of like laissez-faire, do whatever we feel like, kind of no structure, just really spontaneous. And that really doesn't go well with someone who likes structure and organization and punctuality. And so, yeah, it just didn't work. And now we're divorced and the same issues continue to arise.
Yeah. And what about your children? What have they said about this to you guys?
Well, I haven't heard much from them other than they really do like spending time with Tanya. I don't know what's going on over there. I know that when they come home, it looks like they are on a sugar high or something, but they seem to be enjoying their time when they're with her.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel the same way when Mandana has the kids. I know they are well taken care of. I know she's going to make sure that they have all their vegetables and fruit. So I have this really like Mandana has always been a responsible parent. That's the only thing I know about. One thing I know for sure about Mandana, she is a responsible parent. So when they're there, I have no concerns about their well-being.
Okay, so perfect. It sounds like you both are on the same kind of understanding that the kids are being taken care of first, which is the primary, right? Okay. And so I'm going to ask what you both need from each other, what you think would be most beneficial to help with the co-parenting. If you could list one thing that you would think is most important.
Well, for me, it would be making sure that the kids have a schedule. So they go to sleep on the same time when they're at Tanya's place. They have their lunch or snacks around the same time, just for consistency.
Okay, Tanya, what are your thoughts when you hear that?
Well, to answer your question, I really just think that it would be ideal if we could just admit that we're different and not try to influence each other, to be someone that we're not. I have never been an organized, scheduled person, so to ask me to be something that I'm not is really difficult. It's been difficult in our relationship, right, Mandana? Like you've always been on the case about that, and and I know you keep pushing and pushing me, but this is who I am.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. Like we've definitely seen it in our time together that we are very different people. But we do have to work out and make an agreement, do something for the kids.
Mhm. Okay. So, Mandana, what I'm hearing you're asking Tanya is to include some of that structure in her time with the kids. And Tanya, what I'm hearing from you is to ask Mandana to maybe stop forcing you or telling you you're wrong for parenting the way you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So in hearing both of your primary requests, what do you both think that you could do to help each other?
I think I could be less controlling. I mean, Tanya can make the rules in her own house. It is her own place. I don't have any reason to try to enforce myself over there when I'm not there, when we're not together. And I do want the kids to have a fun time. I'm just worried about, whether or not the lack of consistency over there is going to impact them down the road.
Mhm.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I can see that I can sense that you're trying to open up to my way of parenting here, Mandana. And I appreciate that because I can't
Baby
change them.
steps. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
No, I can't hear. Yeah.
no, not yet, not yet, Julia.
And can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
Okay. So just to recap, Mandana, you're willing to maybe take a step back of the role that you're kind of trying to implement when Tanya has the kids.
Yeah. As hard as it is, yeah, I guess Tanya does have the authority in her own house.
Okay. Can you give me a concrete example of something that you're willing to stop doing?
I guess I won't text as frequently to make sure the kids had their lunch or they had their snacks or their water on time.
Okay. And Tanya, how do you feel about that?
That'd be good because I mean, at least then she would know that I am a good parent. She can trust me, and although we parent differently, I think our kids they get the best of both worlds. They get the structure and they get the mayhem, but it's okay.
Yeah. Okay. And Tanya, what's something that you feel that you would be able to do to support Mandana?
Um, well, I don't know if this will help, but I'll text her to tell her that
Mm,
everything is good and she needn't worry.
that'd be nice. That'd be really nice.
Okay. So Tanya, you're gonna text more, and Mandana, you're gonna text less.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah,
That seems like a pretty good start. What do you guys think?
I think it's great.
I can do that. I know how much she worries.
Absolutely. Okay. And can you guys think of anything else that might help?
I mean, I would have said sending the kids off to Tanya's place with some healthy snacks, but then that would be enforcing myself all over again. So maybe not that.
Okay, Tanya, what did you think about that?
Well, I thought maybe it would be helpful if I could maybe see that she isn't coming at me with vicious intentions, but that she is coming at me because she cares about the kids. And if I can see it that way, then I can kind of roll with it a little bit more.
Okay. So Mandana, if you send, snacks with the kids that you know are healthy, Tanya, you're maybe going to interpret it as she wants the kids to be, fed and good to go, but it's not reflecting on your parenting.
Right.
Okay. That's a pretty big mindset shift. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, really, truly, I really do want what's best for the kids. And I have a partner here who feels the same way. And so, in terms of parenting our kids, even though they're different, um, the motivation is the same. So,
Yeah.
that means a lot to me.
Okay. Okay. And so looking at the discussion we've had, it seems like you both have made some pretty significant steps forward together.
Yeah, it's surprising, but it seems like it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can give it a
So-
go.
Yeah. So can I just go back to that reflection on, you both said some things about coming into the session, you're proud of you guys for being able to sit down and talk this out. You're a little concerned at first. So what are we thinking at the end of the session now that we're coming to a close?
I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling relieved that, Tanya can manage the kids when they're over there. They're going to be safe. Everything's fine. It really is. I just have to accept that Tanya is a good parent for our kids. Just because we didn't work out together doesn't mean that she can't parent. She really can. And I have to accept that.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was nice. Thanks, Madonna.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. And at the end of the session, I feel like it's helpful to have somebody who just kind of gives each person an opportunity to speak, because when you and I try and work it out, Mandana, it just really does like fall apart and we get all upset and we hurt each other's feelings. So
Yeah.
it seems as though we just need a third person to witness our process.
Yeah. Yeah, someone to mediate this conversation. It really helped today. So thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Just hearing both of your reflections, it seems like communication might be something that we can focus on in our next session if that sounds
Mhm.
like it might be helpful.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that would help for sure.
Okay, well, there we go. We have some goals for next week, and I'm hoping you both might be able to practice some of those goals we talked about today.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
perfect.
Thank you.
Well, thank you both.
Thank you.